Once upon a time, in a small town with a reputation for peculiar occurrences, 3 individuals found themselves employed in the eerie realm of night shifts. Little did they know that their mundane jobs would soon be overshadowed by chilling encounters that defied logic and left them questioning their own sanity. These are their 3 creepy true night shift horror stories. Story 1: The Whispering Warehouse. Amy, a young and ambitious college graduate, landed a job at a massive warehouse on the outskirts of town. Her task was to perform inventory checks during the night shift, ensuring that all items were accounted for. At first, the job seemed monotonous, but soon she began to notice something unusual. Late at night, as she roamed the dimly lit aisles, whispers would fill the air. The voices were soft, barely audible, but they carried an unnerving sense of urgency. Terrified, Amy tried to ignore the whispers, but they grew louder and more distinct with each passing night. The disembodied voices seemed to be coming from the shelves themselves, urging her to leave, warning her of something lurking in the darkness. Despite her mounting fear, Amy continued with her duties, hoping it was just a figment of her imagination. One night, unable to shake the feeling of being watched, she decided to investigate. As she ventured deeper into the warehouse, she stumbled upon an old, dusty crate tucked away in a forgotten corner. Curiosity got the better of her, and she pried open the lid, revealing a hidden compartment beneath. Inside, she discovered a collection of handwritten journals, filled with the accounts of former employees who had experienced the same chilling whispers. The writings described malevolent entities that preyed on those who dared to work the night shift. It became clear that the voices were not products of Amy's imagination but warnings from the spirits of the deceased. Fueled by a newfound determination, Amy shared her findings with her colleagues, and together they embarked on a quest to uncover the truth behind the warehouse's dark secrets. Armed with ancient rituals and a determination to free the tormented spirits, they faced countless terrifying encounters before finally banishing the malevolent entities that had plagued the night shift for decades. Story 2: The Haunted Hospital. Mike, a seasoned security guard, had seen his fair share of strange happenings while working the night shift at the local hospital. One particular incident, however, stands out as the most bone-chilling experience of his career. One stormy night, as the rain poured relentlessly outside, Mike patrolled the dimly lit hallways. The atmosphere was heavy, and an eerie silence enveloped the building. Suddenly, a faint sobbing sound echoed from the empty children's ward. Mike's heart skipped a beat as he cautiously approached the source of the haunting cries. What he encountered left him frozen in fear. In the middle of the deserted ward, a translucent figure of a little girl stood, her pale face streaked with tears. She reached out to him, her voice trembling with sorrow, pleading for help. Overwhelmed with compassion, Mike dared to approach the ghostly child. As he drew closer, a bone-chilling gust of wind rushed past him, extinguishing all the lights in the ward. In the pitch-black darkness, he could sense a malevolent presence lurking around him. Panic surged through his veins as he fumbled for his flashlight, desperate for a source of light to guide him to safety. When the lights flickered back on, the apparition of the little girl had vanished, but the hospital's once tranquil environment had been replaced with an unsettling aura. Whispers echoed through the hallways, and unexplained shadows danced on the walls. The hospital had become a haven for tormented spirits, and Mike realized he was no longer alone in his night shift duties. Determined to uncover the truth, Mike delved into the hospital's dark history. He discovered that the building had once been an orphanage, where a devastating fire had claimed the lives of numerous children. It seemed that their restless spirits still haunted the halls, yearning for solace. Working alongside a team of paranormal investigators, Mike dedicated himself to helping the lost souls find peace. Through intense investigations and intricate rituals, they managed to appease the spirits and cleanse the hospital of its haunting presence, bringing closure to the tormented souls that had lingered for far too long. Story 3: The Mysterious Office Building. Mark, a night janitor at an imposing office building, never expected his routine cleaning tasks to lead him into the realm of the supernatural. It all began with the peculiar occurrences during his night shifts. As Mark went about his duties, he would often hear the sound of distant footsteps echoing through the empty corridors. Doors would slam shut on their own, and shadows would flit across the corners of his vision. Unease settled in his bones, and he couldn't shake the feeling of being watched. One night, driven by curiosity and a desire to uncover the truth, Mark decided to investigate the building's dark secrets. Armed with a camera and a flashlight, he ventured into the labyrinthine hallways that seemed to stretch endlessly before him. In the heart of the building, he stumbled upon a forgotten room. The air grew thick with an otherworldly presence, and a cold breeze brushed against his skin. As he snapped pictures of the room, the camera's flash illuminated a horrifying sight: a figure cloaked in darkness, eyes gleaming with malice. With a gut-wrenching shriek, the figure lunged at Mark, but he managed to evade its grasp and sprinted for the exit. Panic fueled his movements as he raced through the winding corridors, the specter's chilling laughter echoing behind him. Emerging into the night air, Mark collapsed, breathless and trembling. He had narrowly escaped the clutches of a malevolent entity that dwelled within the office building. Determined to protect others from falling victim to its sinister power, he sought the help of a local paranormal investigator. Together, they delved into the building's history, unearthing tales of dark rituals and unspeakable horrors that had taken place within its walls. Armed with this knowledge, they performed a powerful cleansing ritual, banishing the malevolent presence from the office building once and for all. These three individuals had never anticipated the spine-chilling nightmares that awaited them during their night shift duties. But through their courage and determination, they triumphed over the forces of darkness, bringing peace to the tormented spirits that had plagued their workplaces. Their tales serve as a reminder that even in the most ordinary settings, true horror can lurk in the shadows, waiting to be discovered by those brave enough to seek the truth.